Hey there. Today, the moon continues in the warrior sign of Aries, focusing on action, movement, and decision making. Thank you so much for being here. And it is no small thing to be here these days, to be showing up, even to be taking your head out from under the blanket from time to time. And as much as we possibly can, engaging with life, with the healing process, with having a sense of joy and humor about what it is to be human. Thank you for being here. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Wednesday, August 13th. So the moon continues in action-oriented Aries, asking us to tap into courage. And so yesterday we had the Aries moon. Today we have the Aries moon continuing. And that energy of action and decision making is part of the process. It is not all of who we are. It is just like all 12 signs of the zodiac. And by the way, whatever zodiac sign you have emphasized in your chart, in your sun sign, your moon sign, right? What maybe you have multiple planets in a sign. That's not all of who you are either. You are the totality of your astrology chart with all 12 signs, whether you have planets in them or not. They are all part of you, they are all needed, and they are all part of our human journey. So the Aries part is the action oriented part where we need to be decisive and take risks and try things. So even if you fall down, right? That's the best way to learn sometimes. And toddlers know that, right? They're not afraid to fall down when they're learning how to walk. It's something inside them that stirs them to make those attempts and learn and figure it out. And so we could learn from toddlers, we could learn from that Aries beginner mind of recognizing that we do have more to learn. And in many ways, what we have to learn is best learned by trial and error, doing things. So that's the Aries energy. And of course, there are the other signs in the zodiac that remind us, sometimes you need to feel things with the water signs. Sometimes you need to attend to your body and your physical environment and the physical world around you and the practical things in your life with earth signs. Air signs, right? Air signs are about thinking and communication and processing things. So we need them all. We need all the signs. Anyway, Aries is the part where we take action. Notable also today is that Aries is forming a square with Venus and Jupiter. And with so much going on, all the things I've been talking about, I haven't mentioned that there is or was earlier this week a Venus Jupiter conjunction. So the planet of love joining up with Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the planet of beliefs, the planet of leaps of faith. So leaps of faith in the direction of love. And today, that Aries moon squaring that those two planets together, which they're now moving apart. Venus is now moving apart from Jupiter, but they're still very close to one another. And with the moon moving through early in the morning, a square to both planets, it activates that leap of faith energy, that making choices and decisions about how to bring more love into your life. What is a loving act? What is a courageous act? When we think about courage coming from the heart, right? The word courage comes from a French word that means heart. So, what is that? What is that courage that is needed to take an act in support of love? And yesterday I talked about being a conduit of love. So, this is perfect. It's like, what are you going to do about it, right? How can you be that beginner mind learning how to take action in alignment with what is a loving way of being in the world. And of course, we have romantic love, right? But love is so much bigger than that. Love is about how we think about ourselves and one another and how we care for one another and really connect to that bigger mystery of life. So, just for timing, I can tell you that the moon's square to Jupiter and Venus takes place around between 4 and 6 a.m. ish Pacific time. So that's square again, pushing us to take those leaps of faith in affirmation of love, of courage, of how to bring greater abundance and expansion to loving ways of being in the world. So, thinking about Aries, thinking about action and making those decisions you need to make to move something forward. What is something that has been on your list or has been floating around in your mind as something you want to do or something that feels important? Today could be that day to take that first baby step toward making it happen. Maybe it's making a phone call, maybe it's signing up for a webinar. I don't know. Maybe it's reaching out to a friend. Maybe it's buying a book, right? I don't know, but take that action and recognize that that is an act of love. When you take that action, you are affirming your will, your life force energy to engage in the human connections that are love is the glue in the world, right? You're helping to build that glue. All right. Thanks for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and you can book a reading with me at astrologyheals.com. And I have a link in the description for this video to my member site with videos about evolutionary astrology. And I'm soon going to have available for you some individual videos on the lunar nodes. I've got guided meditations and so much more. So check it out in the description for this video. And thanks for being here and subscribing. I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.